Hi guys, we'll be starting chapter 2 of module 4, that is network security group. So what is network security group? If we want to limit network traffic to the resources in our virtual network, we can use network security group. It contains a list of security rules that will allow or deny the inbound or even outbound traffic. The NSG can be associated to a subnet or a network interface. A network security group can be associated multiple times. Either we can associate it with subnets or with network interfaces. Security rules in the network security groups enables us to filter the type of network traffic that can flow in and out of the virtual network subnets and network interfaces. Azure creates several default security rules within each network security group. We can add more rules by specifying name, priority, port, protocol, source, destination, and action. Azure creates the default rules in each network security group that you create. We cannot remove the default rules, but we can override them by creating rules with higher priorities. If you want to allow traffic on the basis of port 443, we can do that. If you want to deny a particular port number like 3389, we can even achieve that. The three default inbound rules created by Azure denies all the traffic, but traffic within the virtual network and from the Azure load balancers are allowed. Similarly, the three default outbound rules created by Azure denies all the traffic, but we have access to the internet. From within the virtual machine, you can go to the internet and you can access any resource available in the virtual network. NSGs are evaluated independently and an allow rule must exist at both levels, otherwise traffic will not be allowed. In this example, if there was incoming traffic on port 80, you would need to have the NSG at the subnet level allow port 80. We would also need another NSG with an allow rule on port 80 at the INC level. For incoming traffic, the NSG set at the subnet level is evaluated first, then the NSG set at the NIC level is evaluated. For outgoing traffic, it is reverse. Now that we know the concept, let's get our hand dirty and let's play with NSG. So for this demo, I have created a resource group named NSG demo, and on this resource group I have created a virtual machine VM01. And if we'll go to VM01 in networking, you can see we have this network interface which is attached to this virtual machine, and these are the default rules which are by default created by Azure. And I don't have any RDP rule enabled. So if I'll go to overview and copy the IP address to clipboard and we'll try to take the RDP for this machine, I won't be able to take it because 3389 is not enabled. It's denied by the NSG. Now we will be doing one thing here. We will be creating a NSG and we will allow port 3389. So you can achieve this in two ways. We already have NSG here, so you can make changes to this NSG, add that inbound port rule, or you can create another NSG and you can define that port rule. So I'll be creating a new NSG. Let's go to network security group, click on create, and I'll be selecting the NSG demo resource group and I'll be assigning a name to this. Let's review and create. Now once this is created, we will be changing the configuration and we will be allowing port 3389. Now let's go to the resource and click on inbound security rules, click on add. Here you can add source, any, source port, star means any, destination should be your virtual network, or you can select any means this NSG will be associated with multiple virtual NICs. So if you'll select destination any, all the virtual NICs will allow that traffic. Service, you can go for RDP, and this action I want to allow port 3389, and let's change the name to port 3389. Let's add this rule. Once this rule is added, we will be associating this NSG to virtual NIC. Now let's go to our virtual machine VM01. In networking, you'll find the virtual NIC, and here it is still attached to NSG VM1 that was by default created by Azure. So I'll be changing that. Click on VM01636, that is the name of virtual NIC, and on network security group you can change the network security group and save. Now we have associated this network security group to this virtual NIC. Let's go to the VM overview page, and then networking page. You can see the port 339 rule is now allowed. Let's go to overview, copy the IP address again. Let's start our RDP session. Let's see if we can access this virtual machine. See, now I can give the password and I can get the console of this virtual machine. So I hope you have understood NSG. Please do the hands-on, and once you do the hands-on, you will understand more. I hope you have got some value from this video. Thank you for watching.